Alrighty, that brings us to the bad side of the list. This side of the list that you do not want to be on. Everybody wants to be cash. Nobody wants to be trash, but there are trash players in this league. Let's be real. So here we go. We had Adam Gase, Carson Wentz, Mike Bagley, Ezekiel Elliott, Kirk Cousins, and Baker Mayfield all on the trash list going into this week. We already added Baker Mayfield on the cash list. We already added Carson Wentz off on the cash list. So we are going to have to take Carson Wentz and Baker Mayfield off the trash list just like that. So well done to those players. Graduating from the trash to the cash, it's a great feeling. All right, Adam Gase, a little bit competitive, and he gave up play calling. So small steps here are being taken in the Jets organization. Adam Gase is being a little more self-aware. Oh, the Dolphins weren't winning and I was there. Now the Jets aren't winning and I'm here. Am I the reason? Maybe. Probably not. I guess I won't call plays anymore. I guess. And it kind of worked, but it kind of didn't in the second half. So Adam Gase, he may be like, hang on, that didn't work. Give them back. Give the plays back. You had your chance. You only put up 10 points. Give them over here. I'm calling plays again. But anyway, I mean, they still didn't win. Adam Gase is still the head coach. He still has to be. I'm not going to reward you for being 0-7 and almost winning, being competitive and scoring 10 points in, what was it, the first quarter? I think all 10 came in the first quarter. Second, the touchdown came like early in the second quarter. But still, I mean, did not do anything offensively in the second half. Just because you gave up play calling doesn't mean I don't think you're still a bad coach. You still need to get your players ready to play. Still got to build the confidence, but you tear down locker rooms, a.k.a. Le'Veon Bell. Do I have to say any more? So, Adam Gase, you are still staying on the trash list, but I do commend you for giving up the play calling duties. Let's give him a hand here. A little self-awareness from Adam Gase. You love to see it, but still trash, not winning games, not being competitive. Even though, the score showed that they only lost by 8, the offense was not dangerous or not a threat literally all game. Alrighty, here, let's go to Mike Bagley. And he's the Chargers kicker. We had him on here for missing game-winning field goals. And he didn't have a game-winning field goal here this last week, but he goes 2 of 3 from field goals. I think I can get behind it. What is this missed one? How far did you miss from? 48-yarder? What is that? But either way, you made a couple. You didn't miss the game winner, so I guess we can take you off the trash list. Not a great game. I mean, you kickers always need to be hitting 100% of field goals. I do not care what you say. Anything from 50 inwards needs to be automatic. Really, anything from 55 inwards should be automatic. Anything 55, it needs to be close. But, well done, Mike Bagley. Not a bad performance, so we can take you off. All right, Ezekiel Elliott, I mean, what have you done for us? Nothing. 45 yards, nothing good. 6 yards receiving. You need to be the leader here, Ezekiel. Do you not know this? They paid you first for a reason. Jerry Jones paid you and not Dak Prescott for a reason. He thinks you're better than him. He thinks you're the reason why you're winning games. But now you're not doing anything. You're fumbling the ball and you're not even putting up touchdowns. You're not even being competitive. This was against Washington. Washington, can you be a little bit more exuberant? Can you be a little bit more better than 12 carries for 45 yards, 1 catch for 6 yards? Can you be a little better? Nobody even scored a touchdown. Why could you not have been the leader of this game? Why could you not go to Mike McCarthy and be like, hey, let's run it 40 times. Let's run it. We can't pass it to Andy Dalton. Let me carry the load. Why is this not happening? I get that it's not that it's not all on you. I understand that, and we are going to hold this Cowboys team accountable on the trash list. You just wait, but you need to do your job as well. You haven't been doing it. You've been hurting the team more than you've been helping them. In dire need. I mean, first year head coach with Cowboys and you lose, your franchise quarterback. You need to be, the motivator. You need to be the leader. You need to be the captain. He hasn't shown us that. He's shown us mediocrity. Do not like it. Zeke, I think we got to keep you on this trash list for one more week. All right, Kirk Cousins, he was on the bye, so he cowards away from the trash list. But he is going to have to stay out here for one more week. We're going to have to judge him what he does. I think they play probably Sunday. I'm assuming they're back to Sunday. But Yeah, Kirk Cousins, we'll see what you do this week. We'll see if you can get off. But just because you were on the bye doesn't mean that you automatically get taken off. You have to earn your spot off this list. Ezekiel or Adam Gase, they need to win a game. Zeke needs to not fumble and have touchdowns, and Kirk Cousins need to not turn the ball over. Alrighty, but we do have some additions. We've got 4 big-time additions here. And the first one is going to go to... Where is he at? Where is he at? He's with a new team, and I'm trying... right here. The Titans. The Titans had the chance to tie up this game, go into overtime, and maybe possibly rip off a second overtime heist. I mean, they win the coin toss. They did it against Houston, took the ball down the field on the first possession, win it in overtime. They could have had the chance to do it here and beat the Steelers and still be the number 1 team in our power rankings. But Stephen Gostkowski misses a 45-yard field goal. 45. Why are we missing 40-yard field goals, folks? What is going on? Put me out there. I will never miss a field goal less than 55 yards if you sign me. I'm telling y'all. I would practice, and I would never miss one. So Stephen Gostkowski, usually automatic. Unfortunate here. Once again, I will fix the spelling after the show. Alrighty. Here we go. Continuing on. We've got, I said I wasn't going to hold only Ezekiel Elliott accountable for the Cowboys' failings. We have to add Mike McCarthy. To only go and score 3 points against the Washington football team? What the heck are we doing? This team is talented offensively. Zeke, Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, and Andy Dalton, he was in the league for 15 years with the Bengals. He didn't do anything, but he went like 8-8, 9-7, made the playoffs, every 5-7 years. He would make, the wild card and lose, but, he was still productive. He was still a starting quarterback in this league for multiple years, and that says something. They should be a little bit more competitive on the offensive side of the ball. They're not. We have to start looking at Mike McCarthy. The stories that broke last week need to be talked about. They need to be focused on. They need to be dug through more. We need to know more about this locker room, that Mike McCarthy, this locker room culture that he's bringing here to Dallas, because it's not helping. Cowboys were always 8-8 with Jason Garrett. They were never what are they now? 2-4? Just absolutely garbage? Do they even have 2 wins? Or am I bugging? I can't find their game now. I just closed out a game. When did the Cowboys play? Am I truly bugging? I may have just closed their game. Let me go back. Here we go. I can't even find them now. They're permanently gone. Here we go. The Cowboys are 2-5, so just trash. I don't think the Cowboys were ever 2-5 under Jason Garrett, were they? I don't know, but Mike McCarthy just can't get it done. I got to add him on the trash list. They have to start being more competitive in games. That's coaching, folks. It's coaching. So, even with Dak Prescott, they still weren't very competitive. They were giving up so many points. This Dallas defense is truly the worst defense in the league, folks. So we definitely have to start looking at the leadership. It starts at the top with Mike McCarthy. I don't care what anybody says. If you're the head coach, you need to have your team buttoned up. It's like the manager. How's your manager experience where you work? How would you feel if Mike McCarthy was your manager? I don't think you would be happy. So same thing here. Mike McCarthy, truly trash. Got to start being competitive. Welcome to the trash list, definitely. All right, here we go. Let's continue on these next 2. They're big names, folks. These are big names. The first one we are going to do, I think I did close out this game. I think this was the game I closed out. We will have to open it up again. Where the heck did that Dallas game go? I really do not know. Alrighty, here we go. The next player on the trash list is going to be Cam Newton. The read option, those first 2-3 weeks, it was all just kind of smokescreen to kind of cover up the flaws in Cam Newton's game, but now they're becoming more transparent. Now that teams know they've got film on what this Patriots team does, the read option, it doesn't fool them anymore. Cam Newton, 9 of 15 for 98 yards. When did he get benched? Late third quarter? Cam Newton is still passing here. Cam Newton is still passing on this drive. Cam Newton still threw this interception, I believe. Yes, he did. So he was still playing well into the fourth quarter. Maybe the fourth quarter they pull him, but I mean up until then he was still playing. We have to stop making the COVID excuse. I would give it for 1 week. That's fine, but other than that, I mean, he had the chance at the end of the last game to go and put all that trashness aside, go down and win you the game. The defense held them to 18 points. You have a chance to go down and score the touchdown to win, and you don't. You put up 6 points here in an entire game basically against the 49ers, and you were at home. You were resting, coming back from COVID. You've been at home these last 2 weeks. We have to call it what it is. And it sucks. I mean, to say Cam Newton sucks, it sucks. To say that truthfully, to put him on the trash list, it hurts. To not believe in this Patriots team, to know that they are complete pretenders, it sucks to know that. Really would have loved to see Cameron Newton turn it around, but I don't think he is going to. I don't think he has it in his game, unfortunately. It's truly unfortunate. Cam Newton, we got to put him on the trash list. I mean, to go back-to-back weeks and not even be competitive. Once again, I understand the COVID excuse. I used it as well, but we are only going to use that for 1 week. I'm not going to use the COVID excuse, 6 weeks down the road. Oh, no, he's still recovering from COVID. That's why in these last 6 weeks he went 2 of 4. No, folks. We have to call it. It's unfortunate. There's other quarterback plays that need to be elevated and talked about more. We can't be getting bogged down by Cam Newton, and it kills me to say that because I was rooting for him. I want to see him return to his peak prime MVP season. I want to see players get back to the Super Bowl after having bad performances for their second chance opportunity. I'm with you guys. I'm with y'all. But we have to call it like we see it. The Patriots are 2-4. Yes, the Patriots defense didn't, do anything special here. They gave up 33 points. It's a lot, but you still have to be competitive offensively at some point in this game. And he's throwing interceptions, 3 of them. He did it last week. He's doing it this week. This is not COVID anymore, folks. This is just Cam Newton getting figured out in this Patriots scheme. We'll see if they can fix it. I don't know if they can. Josh McDaniels and Belichick and Cam, I mean, those are the right minds to fix something like this, a bad offense. But can they? Not sure. I mean, they've got no receivers. They've got no big weapons. Definitely hurting Cam Newton. I understand it. It's not all his fault, but he is the leader. He is the quarterback. It does start with him, unfortunately. Get your guys, get your second string, work extra hard, get them caught up, get them to where you need to be. But it all starts with leadership from the quarterback position, and we're not seeing it. 6 points, totally unacceptable in any game. Any game. Tom Brady puts up 6 points. That's unacceptable. We're not only picking on Cam Newton. Truly, we're not. Cam Newton, welcome to the trash list. We'll see if you get off, but I don't think you will. Unfortunate. All right, and that brings us to our last trash list nominee, and then we'll get to our power rankings, but it's going to come from last night's game, folks. I mean, we're not going to only pick on Cam Newton for being the worst quarterback this week. We are going to put up Nick Foles. I mean, he's not doing anything offensively either. This Bears defense is fantastic. They have 5 wins because of it, but Nick Foles is playing like Cam Newton, not making the consistent drives, not putting anything together, short drives, not any big yardage here. I mean, we went through the drive charts already. 27 yards, through 5 yards field goal. I mean, just truly not good by Nick Foles. A consistent game. We need to see 4 full quarters being played. 4 full quarters being played. Nick Foles doesn't even play 1 quarter. He doesn't even play 1 series. We saw those big plays, and then, the drive fizzle out still. We got to put Nick Foles on this trash list. He's got 3 weeks. He hasn't been getting better. He's not putting up consistent points. He's not putting together consistent drives. I thought primetime would elevate his play a little bit. It hadn't. Unfortunate. But Nick Foles and Cam Newton, looks like it's going to be you two with Kirk Cousins of the worst quarterbacks so far through these first 7 weeks. So This will round out the trash list. We've got Stefan Gostkowski, Mike McCarthy, Cam Newton, and Nick Foles all earning their spots this week on the trash list. So we'll see if they're able to get off next week. Gostkowski probably can. Cam Newton, Nick Foles, Mike McCarthy all probably can't. So we'll see. But yeah, that's what we got. So congratulations to everybody that made it on the cash list, and unfortunate to the players on the trash list.